All right, and good day to you at home. Here's a look at the extended forecast for today. And these segments are a little bit more fun just because we can cover a little bit more than we can typically in shows. Starting off with your forecast for today, if you're going out to the pool or any sort of outdoor activities today, notice we'll have a couple clouds here and there this morning, but by the time we get to this afternoon, it should be pretty good. Temperatures are going to be a little bit on the decrease compared to the last several days. As you can see, upper 80s in northwest Arkansas, climbing into the lower 90s for the River Valley. That's thanks to that north wind from an overnight cold front. Now, it wasn't a very strong cold front or anything like that, but it's just enough. It's going to keep those temperatures kind of at bay. And I say that loosely just because it's still going to be hot and humid across the area. So great day to be at the pool. Can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, but overall widespread activity not anticipated. It looks like it's going to be one of those typical, maybe a stray pop-up in the afternoon. Upper 80s into the lower 90s for your highs today. Partly sunny in the morning into about midday, but once we get to the afternoon hours, some of those clouds, they're going to continue to just clear out. Will be a beautiful day across the area. Especially get out and enjoy it just because those temperatures, they're a little bit decreased compared to the last several days. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, a little bit more of a cool, crisp start to the morning as we head into Wednesday. You can see right around the 60s in northwest Arkansas, ranging from the lower to mid, maybe even upper 60s, lower 70s in the River Valley. So pretty good start to the day tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, maybe a couple of pop-up showers, but not anything too concerning. Otherwise, temperatures, they're going to start to slowly make their way back up into the upper 80s, maybe lower 90s, northwest Arkansas, lower 90s in the River Valley. Again, can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, but we will see pretty good sunshine tomorrow as well. Here's a look at what we've got what the futurecast feels like. And that cold front that I mentioned, while it's not the strongest, those feels like temperatures, we're not going to climb into the triple digits. So it's actually going to be pretty good today. Then as we make our way into tomorrow, notice tomorrow morning, we don't have that issue. But once we get to tomorrow afternoon, it may warm up just a couple degrees here and there, but overall, no triple digits either. But once we make our way back into Thursday, that's when some of those triple digits try to make their way back into the area for those feels like temperatures. So we'll get a little bit of a break, but it won't last long, maybe today and tomorrow at best, where we're not going to be in the triple digits with those feels like temperatures. 4th of July forecast. The current temperature that we're forecasting for northwest Arkansas is right around 92 for the high. Last year was a record around 99 degrees, and you can see I don't think we're going to make it to that record this year, which is some good news. It'll be beautiful, sunny skies. Can't rule out a shower or two across the area. Very isolated afternoon activity, typical for pop-ups when it's hot and humid. Here's a look at what we got for Fort Smith, 95. The current high, the record high was 103 in 2012. So again, doesn't look like we're going to hit those record highs, which is some good news just because we like it hot for our 4th of July, but we don't like it too hot. So it's going to be hot and humid to say the least, but it's not going to be record breaking, at least how it's looking as of now. So we got a great weekend in terms of the 4th of July, and you can see very low rain chances pretty much every day. It's one of those things. In our area, when it's hot and humid, it leads to maybe a couple of isolated pop-up storms. It's one of those things where you look at the radar and then there's a little speck on it, short-lived, maybe some heavy rainfall, some gusty winds, but widespread activity is not anticipated. Pretty good weekend for the 4th of July. There is a little bit of a bump in the chances for rain Sunday, Monday. Overall, not anticipating any sort of widespread rain over the next several days. 4th of July looks pretty good, as you can see. Models are bouncing anywhere between the lower to maybe mid-90s, so keep it here with us. We'll have the latest forecast throughout the week. Of course, we're going to be here watching this around the clock just to make sure that you have the latest information for the 4th of July forecast, but it does look pretty good. No major impacts look to be expected for the 4th of July. So if you got any sort of plans, just stay hydrated. Make sure you're protecting yourself from the heat. Apply the sunscreen, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well as your pets, your kids, you name it, just for the 4th of July. That's a look at our extended forecast. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. And of course, keep it here with 5 News. We'll have the very latest throughout the week.